Ayo. So, ready for me? Okay. Yeah. So. Alright then, so. I guess I'll just get it started. This is, this awesome game I'm going to be showing off is Secret Island of Dr. Quandary. It came out in 1992 by Mech, who was probably more famous for the Oregon Trail. And let's just get right into it. We'll be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. And we're going to start off with a game of Troubleshoot. And not a lot to say. You're supposed to shoot 10 of the troggles marked in the box named target, but that takes too long and it's super inconsistent. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to intentionally lose as quick as I can 3 times, because I'm going to get to pick it, because then it'll let me pick a doll out of sympathy. I'm going to pick the doll on the right, Nary. This is intermediate difficulty for all the mini games on this island. We're going to come up here into our first one. A 10-gram puzzle. We're going to be building a candle to use in a cave later. And, well, it's 10 grams. There's really not a whole lot I can say about it. Just put it all in the right, just put all the pieces in the right spot and try to be as quick as you can. So, sometimes though it gets a little bit finicky about where you put them. Thankfully it wasn't too fussy there. Now we're going to come right up into another 10-gram puzzle. This time we're going to build a door. So, same deal, you know, not a lot to say. So, if you got something you want to read, or say, go right ahead.
I have a $1 donation from Lordy Bunningkins. I'm sorry I'm kind of broke, but just the gameplay section of this is good. Thanks. And wants me to read a Wikipedia article about big rigs over the road racing. Let me know when it's okay for me to read a little bit about that.
Riveting. Alright, so we're into our next trial. This is Numlock. You try to guess the combination. In this case, it's 3 digits long. Okay. So let's try 1, 2, 4. Okay. So 214. I think that's it. There we go. Are all the Claire in chat says, are all the tangrams all the same all the time? Yes, they are. They just form different shapes. This is Tire Tower. This is like the old game of Tower of Hanoi, for those who know it. For those who don't, it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to stack the tires, but you can't put a tire that's bigger on top of a tire that's smaller. You want to stack it under that oil can. And he walks in, gonna grab the oil can, and that's all there is to this one. And we're gonna do our first heavily luck-based mini game. This is called Acid Test. I need to go to the other corner of this room, hopefully without getting shot. And I failed on that account. I'm supposed to get to that other corner of the room, pick up that glass of green gas, and then I'm supposed to try and make it out the door safely. And it's decided to be really, really mean with me right now. Of course, it happens when, of course, I get it first try all the time when I'm off air practicing, but when I come on air, now the game wants to kick me in the butt repeatedly. Oh! Now that's some straight up BS. It had gone by me and it decides to hit me anyway. Okay, there we go. And we made it through finally. So I'm gonna now skip ahead and we're gonna do a game called Tax Factor. There's gonna be a bunch of tokens on the table. You pick up a token and he picks up tokens that are factors of it. And that's really all I can say about it. So I did get lucky here in that it was only 14, which is about as short as it's going to get on this one, on this difficulty level. So we're going to come down here, we're going to skip the candle, since we can only build one anyway, and it's still sitting in my inventory. And we're going to do a game called Disc Appear. The idea is you need to make her take the last disc, which hopefully this will work. Awesome. So now she takes the last disc, and she's got to listen to Wayne Newton. Ha! Sucks to be her. And we're gonna. Meanwhile, we get to move on to a game of Ape the Ape. It's like Simon Says. One drop you can do, but can you do two? 4, 4. All right, you've done 2. How does 3 sound to you? I happen to know all of his lines, by the way. 4. 3 times is easy. Does 4 make you queasy? You kind of pick up on that when you're playing the game thousands of times. 4. The important part is you just don't want to miss drops, and you want to get it all right. Up to now, it's been nothing but jive. Let's see how you do when the number is 5. 4, 4, 5, 3, 4. Five times is a breeze. Now do 6 if you please. 5, 3, 4, 5. 6 times isn't bad, but 7 is rad. Obviously you want to get them all right, because if you mess up, you have to start all over with a completely new combination. And that's all there is to that. We're through. We won the tin cup full of gobbledygoo. And we're going to play a game of Headstrong Hop. You move left or right across the stage, and you try to bump the notes up onto the score above. Something I will say, if for people who do want to pick this game up, other than the fact that I'd be very, very happy if you did, when you get to this game, you're going to have a better time navigating with the mouse, because sometimes the game decides to go really wild and make you stand in a pixel perfect spot to hit the notes correctly, which fortunately it did not do to us. This was actually pretty quick. We're gonna pick up the rows, and we're gonna be on our way. And I'm gonna come up here. We're gonna do another luck-based game. This is called Frogmeister. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up this rock. I'm gonna try to hit that fly, and then I'm going to chuck it into the frog's mouth, open that grate, and I can't just walk right by that bird. I've got to distract the bird, so I'm going to toss the popcorn. He's distracted. I go in there and I get frog eggs. And we're done with Frogmeister. Thankfully it behaved nicely. And we're going to do our final tangram puzzle now, so as before, if you got something you want to read or say, go right ahead. I'm all ears.
No, not really. I was also told that I am apparently very quiet and they can't really hear me, so this is all you.
Yeah, I'm used to going it alone anyway. Not a big deal.
I'm with you in spirit, and you can hear me, they just can't.
Well, we're all done with that. Now we're going to come up here, skip Tire Tower, no sense doing it twice, and we're going to do, and it figures it would end with what could be the nicest or the worst minigame on the island, the cave. The layout is completely and totally random. So, and another thing to note is your controls are based on the point of view on the left, not on the mini-map that you have on the right. Seems a little counterintuitive, but you actually don't have that mini-map if you don't do the candle first before the cave. So I'm just hoping it gave us a good layout, and it's not looking like it did. So, oh hey, got a strange sound bug there, And we finally found the end. And we're through. We've now completed all the trials. We've got everything we need. Let's go make a fixer elixir so we can get out of this dumb doll and get our normal body back and go back to the carnival. So I'm now gonna empty my pockets except for the tokens and the gum. And I'm just gonna repeatedly hit the bellows, hopefully until it boils over. That means it's ready. This part takes about 20-30 seconds. And time is going to be when he steps on the top rung of the ladder. Right about time. And that's Secret Island of Dr. Quandary. We drank the fixer elixir. The doll doesn't feel so good, not you. We're going back to the carnival. We got our body back and have defeated Dr. Quandary. So, that is Secret Island of Dr. Quandary. I am literally the only person who plays this game for speed. I would be really, really happy if somebody would come change that. It's, as you saw, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to trip you up. And given that it's a DOS game, it is super simple to set up. DOSBox is a free to download emulator. The game itself can be found on just about any abandonware archive. And, if you want, if you want any kind of help, I would be more than happy to give you a hand. I think also on my YouTube channel somewhere, I do have a tutorial for the for beginner difficulty. I'm record holder for Nary. I actually improved the world record the other day in practice from 8:22 down to 8:18. And in beginner, I am record holder as well with a time of 6 minutes 27 seconds. So that was Secret Island of Dr. Quandary. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing it for you. And thanks for having me.
This game is always a treat. I will eventually get off my butt and stop posting marathons and actually run in one. I'm gonna bring this up.
Yeah, I've played in a lot more marathons.